Hey guys, welcome back to John's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a new visual novel called Vision of Aurora Borealis. And this game was released on July 4th, 2016. Its trigger price is just $4.49 Canadian, that's probably $4 US, or your regional equivalent. And it's developed and published by Purin Productions. I believe it is a kinetic visual novel, which means there's no choices. So you're basically just reading through it. I think it is just about 2.5 hours long, something like that. That's not too bad for $4 really. It's a scenic visual novel about a young photographer who comes across a mysterious girl who changes his outlook on life and aspirations. So, it sounds pretty interesting. I thought I'd just show off the first 20-ish minutes of it. 15-ish, 20-ish minutes, you know. Nice transition. It is in early access, like the story is mostly done, but the developer just wants to make a couple of small changes. I think one of the biggest things that, one of the biggest complaints is like the music transition. It doesn't transition very well at all. There's an Icelandic myth about the origin of elves. When God created Adam and Eve, he told them to take care of the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden was a paradise on earth, where both man and beast got along with fertile land to spare. One day, God told him he would descend and visit them. Excited, and also a bit anxious, Eve ran around checking that Eden was neat and tidy. But just before God came, Eve remembered she'd forgotten to bathe 2 of her children. Seeing that God was just about to arrive, she hid her 2 unwashed children in the bushes so that God wouldn't notice them. When God came to Eden, Eve happily showed him around, explaining everything about Eden to him, and how she had kept it clean and orderly. She even introduced her clean and bathed children to him, and together they had tea. Seemingly satisfied by Eve's work so far, God inquired, "Is there anything else you want to say or show to me?" Eve feigned ignorance and said, "No, is there anything you wish to know?" God frowned and hit the table with the palm of his hand. Lightning broke the sky. In a deep voice, God boomed, "What man hides from God, God will hide from man." And from that point onwards, no one could see the 2 dirty children. The dirty children, ostracized from mankind by the will of God, lived on by themselves and built their own families. Whether they wish to or not, they can never integrate with the human race again. They became a race separate from humans, known as the elves. Oh, it's a pretty cool story. Icelandic story, neat. Legend has it the elves have abnormally big eyes and pointed ears. Elves are usually invisible to the human eye, but the elves can show themselves if they want to. There's a consequence, however, if they show themselves. Do you think that the girl in this game is going to be an elf? Because I'm pretty sure she will be. I've lost count of the days I've been here. I pinned down the tent on the dirty snow ground and hurried inside to escape the cold. The food I've left in my broken car is decreasing, and most of my savings are used up. I stared absent-mindedly at the sausages grilling on the portable stove. I cursed to see my can of pickles empty. Oh, I have an apple in the bag. I kicked the can away, and without moving my hips, stretched my hand as far as I could to reach the bag. Ah, too far. I slapped my knees and stood up. Huh? The apple was gone. As I frantically rummaged through the mountain of trash to find the apple, I spotted a white ball that sped through my car. Anything but my apple. I dumped the plastic bags and kicked the aluminum cans away frantically. Soon, a white fur ball that was biting an apple stopped and looked at me. Ah, it's a little fox. Goo? Doggy eyes won't work for me, fella. Goo! The furry ball hopped away as I threw my body on it. You can't beat me. Catching sight of the slight red colour moving away from me, I stretched my hands and tried to wring it from its mouth. "What are you doing to Hope?" I turned around towards a female voice. As soon as I did, the white ball quickly claimed victory and pranced away with the apple. I'm pretty sure she's going to be an elf. "You thief!" The white ball pranced to the girl and looked up with the apple in its mouth. "Did that guy feed this to you?" The fox looked at me and turned his eyes back to the girl again. Not the puppy eyes again. The girl glared at me with animosity and slowly turned away. "Hey, I didn't mean to give him that apple, he just stole it from me." "I don't care." Goo? The white ball slowly walked to my bag and put the apple down. Goo! The girl looked back, confused for a second. "Hey Hope, let's go." Goo! Looking a bit unsatisfied, the fox walked to my soul. The girl looked at me pleadingly. We stared at each other for a while. "I guess you're innocent. No apology?" The girl looked away with a straight face. The fox didn't seem to want to follow her. She sat on the side of the road and looked sullen. What a waste of my time. Forgot to bring your smartphone? Got to fix my car. Can't you just grab this ball and go already? He's called Hope, not a ball. I suppose you're called Despair? What? Don't tell me you're really called Despair. Gryla. Call me Gryla. That sounds like an elf name to me. Name's Chris. Nice to meet you. Gryla stretched her right hand to demand a handshake from me. I shrugged and waved my hand. Too late for that, ma'am. She pouted and turned her head away furiously. My hands were stained black from the gasoline on the car. Rubbish car. I kneeled down to have a look at the car's bottom. Even though the car was turned sideways over on the ground, there wasn't a major problem with the gears. Only scratches here and there. I just couldn't find a way to start the car. Hey, mind grabbing that tool for me? Do it yourself, you have arms. Wow. Okay, just sit there all you want. Don't you feel cold sitting there? There seems to be quite a lot of jumps between scenes in this so far. It's like a little bit of disconnect. I'm fine, I'm used to this weather. Gryla crossed her arms and inhaled deeply to hide her shivering. I bet her paper-thin clothes do nothing in this weather. Hey, you want a cup? I'm making tea. No. It's Earl Grey with citrus peels. Cup won't do you bad. Only if you insist. Placing the tea leaves and citrus peels in the container of the thermal bottle, I poured hot water in the bottle and gave it a good shake. What a crude way to brew tea. Guess the job done quick and fast though. Here, take a sip. Okay. Hope, don't get... Oh no! Hope hopped on Gryla's feet and she slipped the cup from her hand, splashing the hot tea on my hands. Hot! My fingers and chest are burning in pain from the spilled tea. I quickly stuffed my hands into the snow on the ground, and I pulled my shirt off hastily. Hey, don't move. Gah! I slipped on the floor of ice and landed on Gryla. Oh! My head hurts. I found myself lying on top of Gryla, who was confused and at a loss. Ugh. We stared at each other for a few seconds. Get off me! Oh, sorry. I quickly stood on my feet. As I pulled myself up, I noticed something weird on Gryla. Gryla's ears looked artificial. Its sharpness stretches to the back of her head what? But it looks more realistic than any cosplay I've seen thus far. I totally called she was an elf, like right at the beginning. I didn't know that self-centered princess in that winter Disney movie had pointed ears, though. I guess Elsa? I stood up and studied her body again. She had all the traits of a normal girl, with a cool cosplay, pointed ears, and a face too pretty to be true. She's wearing like Anna's outfit from Frozen, but she looks more like Elsa. Stop looking at me so pervertedly. I didn't. I don't even like cosplay anyway. Cosplay? Never mind. I brushed off the snow from my body and went back to fixing the engine. As I bent down to open the car's front lid, a white ball of fur moved around my legs. Goo. It's you again. Go get another apple and leave me alone. I took my backpack in the car, took an apple from inside and threw it on the floor. Hope stared at my apple closely. Hope sniffed it for a second and then took a large bite. No, don't eat it. Just let it do what it wants. No, it's not good for him. You need an apple too? No thanks, I'm not that hungry. Okay, I have some skyr bought from the supermarket. I can't finish it by myself. I've cooked dinner already. Gryla stared at the cup of skyr. I slowly moved it towards her face. Boo! Gah! Gryla freaked out, but quickly regained her posture. Stop fooling around. I'll take one. What flavor do you prefer? I like it plain. Vanilla-flavored skyr isn't bad too. I don't even know what skyr is. I'm gonna Google this. Here you go. Skyr is an Icelandic cultured dairy product. It's a consistency of stained yogurt, but a much milder flavor. There you go. That's some... Hurry up. That's some skyr. It does look a lot like yogurt. Nice. Vanilla that will be. I took a cup of skyr and a spoon, and she quickly snatched it from me. She's rather easy to understand when it comes to food. Gryla took a spoonful and her face brightened up. No, yogurt is better than skyr. Oh, she's actually holding it, that's cool. Skyr is a kind of yogurt, you know. it's different. Gryla wolfed down the skier in a matter of seconds. I bit on a banana and worked on the engine. Seems some dirt and stones got inside and jammed it. I carefully removed them and applied some oil. After giving the car a final check, I took a deep breath and started the engine. So your car is fixed now? I can't say for sure, but its engine is back on. Now I only have to flip the car over. Gryla came over and aided me in pushing the car back into place. I stole a peek at her while we were pushing the car. She didn't seem mad about helping me this time. I stepped down and backwards to secure the position of the car. Then I slipped and fell down with the car pushed forward. Yikes! Man, they have some weird exclamations in this game. Yikes! Gah! I fell onto my bottom. My back hurt a lot. Gryla smiled and lowered her hand at me. Get a grip. Gryla lowered her hand and I caught it with my right hand. Thanks. Her hand was so soft, white and soft, I felt I had held onto a chunk of ice that froze my hand. My shoulders suddenly stiffened, and I couldn't put any force to drag myself up. My upper body was off the ground, but my lower body wouldn't listen. Gryla looked down at me and slowly became impatient. Ouch! Gryla let go of her hand and I fell on the floor again. Just get up by yourself already. I gotta go. Isn't it too dark for you to drive now? You're right, I need to sleep in the car. Chris doesn't seem like the smartest fella. It is dangerous out here. Gryla held her chin and thought for a while. I give up. Come into my house. Is that good? I'm cool staying here. I don't want to see a corpse lying outside my house next morning. Just come over. Well, my car though. No one will even see it at night here. You do have a point. She took the lead and I followed behind her slowly. She kept turning back to glance at the fox that was sticking beside me. How is it dangerous if no one sees me though? I thought about asking, but then I let it go. Oh, there's the house! We reached a small house, barren in the vast land of whiteness. No neighbours? Gryla stopped, hesitated for a second. No, I'm an elf, they can't see me. Most people live in the city centre. She hastily replied and kept walking. I see. The house was larger than it appeared from outside, or perhaps it looked spacey because of the lack of furniture. Only basic wooden cupboards, tables, and chairs were present, without any particular decorations. Just suit yourself and sit on a chair you like. Sure. I'm cooking dinner right now. Since I ate your skier, I'll treat you to dinner. Thanks. Gryla turned a corner into the kitchen. Hey. Gryla raised her voice from the kitchen. You're from America, right? Yeah, I live in the States. What would you like to eat? Fried macaroni on pizza or mashed potatoes and chowder soup? It's classic American food, isn't it? That's not what we really eat. Oh, you want fish and chips, right? That's English. We actually have quite a diverse diet. Oh, but don't you guys eat sheep heads every day? There was a pause, and then Gryla started to crack in laughter in the kitchen. I've hardly eaten one. I mean, she's eaten a lot. As she spoke, I'm picking up a light fragrance of baked cheese and onions. Let's sit by the table. I helped lay out the plates and utensils on the dining table, while Gryla took out the food. I laid them on the table randomly at first, but seeing Gryla's glare, I quickly arranged them as best I can according to movies I've watched. When she was satisfied with the utensil arrangements, she gently placed a tray of gratin dauphinoise and a bowl of chicken salad on the center of the salad, on the center of the table. Gratin dauphinois is a traditional regional French dish based on potatoes and crème fraîche from the historic Dauphine. That's German. Dauphine region in southeast France. Fuck, that looks really delicious, like cheesy potatoes with onions. Can we eat now? I turned and looked at her. She was murmuring a prayer with her eyes closed. She finished the prayer with a smile on her lips and then opened her eyes. We can eat now. Please serve yourself. I manned up and sliced 2 pieces of dauphinois potatoes, carefully placed the first slice on Gryla's plate. Slicing the top layer of the potatoes revealed the tiny and refined layers underneath. It must have taken a lot of effort to cut and place them so meticulously. I forked one bite into my mouth. The crispy edges of the baked potatoes were delightful. This is very delicious. Really? It's pretty average. I mean it. I could eat this every day. So, yes. I assume you're here for travel? for the Northern Lights. You can see them around the city center. Yeah, but I want to take the perfect photo. I need to find the perfect scene to do that. You don't want the light pollution from the city. You mean taking photos with a camera? Yeah, that's what I do for life as a photographer. Do you like taking photos? No, I hate it, but I am a photographer. Yeah, ever since I saw the famous photo of the dancing snow when I was a kid, I was fascinated with photography. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's not an actual dancing snow photo, so I looked at it on Wikipedia. It is a famous photo. Maybe it was in there somewhere. I heard it was shot in Iceland too. Carla looked dumbfounded. Have you seen that photo too? I guess not then, haha. Do you like that photo? Of course, I adore it. It's my motivation. That's good. We continued eating dinner in silence while I occasionally stole glances at her. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave the video there for now. Just want to keep it at around 15-ish minutes. It started off a little bit boring. I wasn't really into it. But as we got further into it, I actually enjoyed it a lot more. Hopefully you made it to the end of the video. Hopefully you didn't find it too boring or anything. Like I said, it did only take some people 2.5 hours to finish it. I could probably finish it up in probably under 2 hours. But yeah, it's a nice little visual novel just for $4. I think that's pretty reasonable, to be honest. Anyway, that was Vision of Aurora Borealis. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!